And iron hard when I snap. I don't flip like the Tanya. Change it up first and you don't flip Cosmo one Wanda. It's not fairly out to get your keys up forever. Hit monkey shenanigans, mystique to a wand. Just sit back and relax and prepare for the apocalypse. Cause rain tanks with janks harder than Mobius boxes. What's good, everyone? It's your boy Tempest, aka Chomua, and I am here today. I know it's been a while, but we'll discuss that later. Right now, we're here to play some Marvel Snap. Now, you're probably wondering how this format will be, and I'm going to keep it pretty simple. We're going to go over the matches, going to give my insight. I may go over how some of my decks work. I may even show you some of the cards that are in there, but essentially, I'm going to keep it beginner friendly. My decks are pretty much unconventional. I know the meta, but I didn't really study it like some of the other players did, which is why I try to make sure that I do keep it beginner friendly. I'm also just here to have some fun and to, you know, show you guys a different side of the game. Now, if you saw the short that I did, which I'll link in the cards above, you kind of know what happened here with X-Mansion. I got hoed, simply, for lack of better terms. I had a plan with White Queen and Jessica Jones. Now, some of these decks that I have, I'm not gonna lie, I do have certain decks just that are designed to get missions done. So they're not exactly designed to win, but it doesn't mean that I don't try. So what hurt me here was Hellcow and Hobgoblin just kind of got rid of cards that I wanted to play, and then it put me at -2 immediately. I was hurt, to say the least. I almost wanted to retreat. Like my finger was hovering above. My opponent was really confident too. He just went and snapped. So at this point, I'm like, what am I gonna do? But I threw it on Psylocke, and I'm like, should I play Agent 13 over on the right? But I decided to play her on the left, and just to see what I would get. I got MODOK. I'm like, you know, cool. Quinjet made it so MODOK costs less, which I'm like, alright, that's really, really good. On top of that, Zabu, you know, helped with rescue, even though it just kind of didn't really matter at that point, because I'm still on my final turn. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do for my final turn. Now, as you can see, I'm tied, I'm winning, and obviously I'm losing on my last turn. So I have to figure out what I'm going to do. I have one play left. Obviously, it's like, I got to play MODOK. I make a play for the right side, and I'm like, well, what am I going to do? I decide to, or not the right side, the left side. I decide to go for the left. They decide to go for the left. And it turns out I win the left. So now it's like, what do I do? They decide that they're gonna go for the typical Dracula Apocalypse play, which obviously they're gonna win the right, but it's not enough for them to win the middle with Collector, and I win the game. So that's enough. Now we're gonna do another match. You know, it's pretty funny how sometimes this works out, but hey, that's the game, right? Now for this next match, I use a deck that I like to call Interrupting Trumpet. So this deck is pretty much designed to aggravate my opponent. I do a lot of things to just ruin their rhythm. So I play Iceman on the right because obviously Jotunheim reduces the attack power of your cards by 1 every turn. You know, Wakandan Embassy was a really nice touch because it just gave +2 to everything, and I have a lot of 1 power and 2 power cards in here. It got rid of Nakia, which is good because that gave +2 power to like the leftmost hands cards in their hand, so that's good. I played Yondu as you saw, which that's what it did, so that was a power boost there. Black Widow in the middle, just to give them a Widow's Bite. It kept them from drawing a card for this one, which is kind of cool. And then I wanted to get rid of Jotunheim, so I played Scarlet Witch there. It also put 5 power on the left, so that also helped. They played Killmonger, which I was kind of expecting, and it didn't really matter. I wasn't really counting on that. Now, they snapped, but at this point it was turn 5, and I'm just like, you know what? Since they snapped, I'm gonna play Leech, because whatever their plan is, I'm gonna try and ruin it at this point. And they played Magic, which means that, again, I'm messing up their plans. So, sure, they have an extra turn, but whatever plans they had to have their cards have some sort of effect, that's what Leech does. Their cards don't have an effect now. So, turn 6, I figured they might make a play for the left, but unfortunately, I was wrong. But it doesn't matter, because now I have 10 power on the left, and whatever they play in the middle, it didn't really matter, even though it does give Angela a power boost. By playing the rock there, it didn't really do much other than give Angela a power boost. Now on the final turn, I'm like, I don't really care about the middle, but I'm gonna play Arrow. So whatever card they do try to play, it's just gonna pull it to the left. I was gonna play Scorpion on the left, but I'm like, I think I'm going to win, so let me reinforce the right just in case, depending on what they play, because it's gonna pull Arrow to the right one way or the other. I snap back just in case. You're gonna notice a lot of times I forget to snap before it's too late. But it works out just the way I need it to. It pulls it in, it gives me the extra power. They play Hellcow in the middle, it doesn't really matter. It pulls their Scorpion over to the right. I win both sides, and with a pretty lackluster deck, I win. So that was pretty fun, and that is the match there. Once again, I want to thank you guys for always coming out and supporting, especially with the short form content that I've been doing lately. I'm going to do things like make decks that you guys want to see and other things like that. We're going to have a lot of fun with this Marvel Snap stuff, but make sure that you like, share the video with a friend, leave a comment if you want to. That's how I'm going to get some of these suggestions, or you can hit me up on Twitter, Discord, however you guys know how to reach me. Other than that, I think we're going to cut this for now. You guys know what I always say. Be safe, take care of each other, press buttons, and catch you on the flip side.